And welcome to Financial Fridays with Dawn, where I empower you to live a happier, healthier, and wealthier lifestyle. Today, I'm really excited because I have my first guest of the season, Carol Foley of Health Markets. Wait, did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good. We were practicing before we went live. I want to make sure I get the name right. So Carol, besides doing health insurance, she specializes in Medicare. So I know a lot of people out there have just turned 65. Is it 10,000 people a day?
Yep, 10,000 a day.
Turning 65. So Medicare is a huge topic that we need to fully understand it as well, and also make the proper decisions, because as you know, or may not know, in retirement, the biggest expense is your healthcare expenses. So having a great health plan at the start of everything is going to be very important for your financial success. We don't want to spend it all on the doctors. We want to have a great retirement and enjoy life. So let's listen to Carol. She's going to share with us, what do we have to do to get started with Medicare? What should we be looking for?
Absolutely, yeah. Medicare is a gift, really. When you turn 65, after paying astronomical fees for health insurances, whether it's individual or through a group plan, to have a great plan at a very reasonable cost is huge for most people turning 65 and older. It can get very confusing. There's several components to it. There's also a lot of rules and regulations around those different components. So you have to really know what you're doing, in the sense of, you want to make sure that you pick the right plan that covers your needs, that meets your drug prescription correctly, and your doctors take the insurance that you choose. So it's very, very important to work with somebody that is a specialist in Medicare. I'm one of them. There's many at my company, Health Markets, that are Medicare specialists, and we are highly trained to look at, and understand all of your needs and come up with the best options for you. So many of you have heard about Parts A and B. These are components that are offered by the government. You would go down to Social Security the month or 2 or 3 before you turn 65, and you would put in your paperwork for Medicare, which comprises Parts A and B. Together, Parts A and B cover 80% of your medical needs. That leaves a 20% uncovered portion, which there is no ceiling to that 20%. And what that means is, if you have a $200,000 hospital bill, you truly will be responsible for $40,000 of that hospital bill.
And that's a lot. Yeah, that's huge.
High.
So
it is.
Although you hear only 20%, when it's a big number like that, has a big impact. So again, and then there's all these different types. Like there's regular Medicare, Medicare Advantage, then there's supplement plans from I don't know, what is it? A to Z or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so confusing. So how do they navigate through that?
So the year that most people turn 65, they, go to their mailbox every day, and there's probably 10 envelopes about a Medicare plan for them. It gets very confusing. It's overwhelming. They get 1,000 phone calls from agents. And the most important thing to do is to, meet with somebody that's a Medicare specialist and explain exactly what it is that you're looking for. When I sit down with my clients, I do a 30-minute interview. We talk about their, particular health concerns. We talk about the doctors that they, must see, that they've been seeing for 20 years and want to maintain that relationship. We talk about the medications that they are on, any expected procedures or treatments that they expect in the next 24 to 48 months. So it's a very, comprehensive interview in terms of understanding what the options are. Once we kind of go through all of those questions, and I have a very clear picture of what their needs are, and most importantly, what their budget is, then it becomes very easy scenario to choose the right way to go, whether it's a Medicare Advantage plan or whether it's a Medicare supplement. And together we make those choices. I'll lay out all the options, I'll explain the benefits and the disadvantages of each one, and the choices really is theirs. They'll have several choices to take a look at. And then I help them to execute all the paperwork, and then I become their advocate. So if there's, where's my card, this claim isn't paid, what have you, they have a resource to go to that will
We'll be there for them
we'll
and help them.
Sure.
So it's like, you're not just going to throw them into all
No.
the same plan. It's
Right.
based on, we're doing a holistic approach. Okay, this is
Exactly.
what would be best for you in this situation.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
then now, what about someone who's out there watching and they're like, you know what, damn, I just picked a plan last year and I don't know, is this the right plan for me?
Yeah.
What do they have any options right
It's
now?
very important each year to evaluate the plan that you've chosen. There's normally an enrollment period from October 15th through December 7th. We just passed that period where everyone that's on Medicare is familiar with, where you get to change plans if you'd like, drop a plan, pick up a new one, what have you. That is usually the one time of year that you can do that. They've just opened up a new enrollment period January, February, March of this year, where if you're already in a plan, you can switch. And so therefore you have another option to work with an agent and understand maybe why this plan isn't the best one for me, and let's look at the choices and see what would be the best plans for me. So the important part is that, as a broker, we don't represent just Humana or Blue Cross or AARP. I represent all of the carriers. So I'm going to look at all the options that and choose the ones that are best for you. I don't have any allegiance to any particular company, and it will truly be the best plan for you.
And that's very important, again, being working with an independent person who knows the system and wants to help you and customize it for what your needs are. So this is great. Go take advantage of this because it's a second opinion. So Carol, how could they reach you?
Absolutely. Well, the easiest way is to call. My number is area code 610-639-5616, or my email is cfoley@healthmarkets.com. Call for a complimentary consultation. We will sit down and go through everything together. I'll maybe say, yep, you're in the right plan. Stay right where you are. Or I'll say, here's some options I think you might like better, and here's the reasons why. So, and then the choice is always yours. And there's no fee for my services at all. If we decide to do something together, I'll execute all the paperwork and make it very, very simple for you.
And this is great. My advice, don't go it alone. When there's experts out there, get the expert's opinion and get their help. And Carol's that person, so she's willing to help. And again, healthcare expenses are the most expensive expense that you're going to encounter in retirement. So let's minimize that risk that we're exposed to. And as always, thank you for tuning in. And thank you so much, Carol, for being my first guest.
Thank you so much.
It was great having you.
Thank you.
And as always, I empower you to live a happier, healthier, and wealthier lifestyle. Have a great day.
Hit record.